Welcome everybody. I'm going to talk about the Canon Vixia r800 today. Once again, I did a long time ago. Got some really good feedback on it. Got some other negative comments because people do like this camera, this camcorder. And I was kind of just saying there was 5 things I wish I would have known about it before I bought it. You can check that video out. I'll link it. But I'm actually here to talk about the good things about this camera and why I actually really like it. So first of all, let's talk about price. It is compared to, say, the newer Sonys, Panasonics, all that, you're spending $1,200 on a camera, even $1,000 for some of the camcorders. This one comes in right now at like $449 on B&H, and it's somewhere comparable on Amazon, I'm sure, because that's how Amazon rolls. Any camera that can zoom like this camera can is worth its weight in gold. You can zoom all you want, and 57 times is amazing. I only own a couple zoom lenses for my other setup that you're seeing now, and having a 57 times zoom is crazy. Not to mention, because it's got the 57 times zoom with the autofocus that Canon has, chef's kiss, right? You don't fall out of focus. You don't have to stop recording because it's not going to focus while you're zooming. It will do both. That's just huge. Whether you're an outdoorsman, a cinematographer, you can do your zooms, and a natural zoom, like in the built-in camera, looks way better than the zoom that you can add in post-production, and it saves you the time, right? So that's food for thought. The Canon Vixia has a 1920 by 1080 video recording rate. 1920 by 1080 is still pretty standard. Everybody's kind of moving to 4K now. Not everybody's uploading in 4K, which is why 1080 is still okay. 1080p files are half the size of 4K files, and that alone, I upload mostly in 1080. You can't really tell if you're going to upload stuff that you see on your phone. You can't really tell. What you do have to worry about is that little baby sensor that it has. It's 3.28 megapixels right here, full HD CMOS sensor. So what the sensor can do with autofocus and all that, awesome. But what it can't do is low light. You're going to get really grainy footage, which if it doesn't matter to you, then fine. But you make sure that you're well lit whenever you're recording with this camera, and you'll be all right. It does do fast and slow motion because that's 60p, which is nice. Like I said, 3.28 megapixel sensor resolution, and it's pretty small. My camera right now is 16 megapixel, and it's not considered a pro camera, and I can shoot 4K at 30 frames per second with a 16, so it's quite a ways off, right? 4 times ish, 5 times. But we're talking about good things, not bad things, so let's continue. It'll record at 1200 times speed because it can do like a time-lapse kind of deal, which is kind of cool. Here's a huge one, though. The zoom and the image stabilization are awesome. They're very good. Image stabilization, optical and digital, so in the lens and in the brain of the camera, that helps you keep stable. So if you're walking, whatever's happening that you're filming, you're going to get good stabilization throughout. You will notice when you zoom all the way in and a subject kind of bounces a little bit, that's the stabilization. It's part of the deal because you're zoomed so far out that it's trying to keep that image stable, which is fine. It's nothing to really worry about. One of the things I wish I would have known back in the day was you needed a powered mic. I bought a non-powered mic. There's no phantom power on the camera, but it has the mic input, which is huge because you can get good, clean, crispy audio run straight to the camera. The onboard mics do work. They won't let you down, I'd say. They're going to record whatever your environment is. But like, let's say it's windy. You can't put a dead cat on this camera. The mics are here, and you're just not going to do it. Plug in a external mic or a lav mic or whatever and get yourself some clean audio. It's nice. Has the mini HDMI Type-C output, the USB 2.0 mini output, and the mini headphone jack, which is cool. If you want to use those, I always just pull my card. 2700 milliamp battery, awesome battery. Lots of record time there. Operating temperatures 23 to 113, which is not bad for. It isn't waterproof, and it's not bad. Don't go outside when it's colder than 23. It's like it's like 17 where I'm at right now. This is a light little camera. It is beautifully light. You can stick this in a cargo pocket and forget that it's there, right? And I'd say those are my input on this camera. Let me know what you think. If you want to buy it, I would say it's worth the price, but I'd also say shop around. Maybe know exactly what you're gonna film, because if you're gonna film more cinema, might be worth just saving a little bit more money or buying used mirrorless camera, right? Just because there's more control over the camera, bigger sensor. But if you're gonna record, let's say, a family trip and you just need an easy lightweight camera that you can take to the beach, the Vixia is not a bad camera to do that with. The autofocus alone will save most noobs a ton of time and headache once they see their video, because the autofocus is going to work every time, the stabilization is going to work every time, and it's just going to be a little powerhouse for you. So hopefully you enjoyed whatever I had here for you. I just kind of wanted to give it another shot here with the Canon Vixia camera and my thoughts on owning one. So hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.